from the Oklahomans Video Studio in downtown Oklahoma City, I'm Helen Ford Wallace with Parties Extra. Our sponsor is Party Galaxy. With us today is the beloved and beautiful Ann Hargis, wife of the Oklahoma State University President Burns Hargis. Ann loves Oklahoma State University and is here to fill us in on some of the special things in progress there. So welcome, Ann.
Thank you, Helen.
And now that the summer's out, what are you going to do?
Well, it's kind of like...
I mean, not the summer's not out.
Well, summer's beginning.
Yes, that's it.
School has ended and
Right.
we've had graduation, and summer school hasn't quite started, although some have and some camps have. It's busy. But I just want to tell you that Burns and I are like kids in a candy store. There's just so much going on. So I just brought my little candy box here, and I just want to tell you, for everything we discussed today, there's lots more in the box, and there's lots more in the store. So I just thought it'd be kind of fun to pull out.
And tell us about this, is that Dole Reed's house?
This is not his house, but this is a Dole Reed aqua tint. This is actually a copy because it's a tile on top of this lacquer box. But I wanted to bring this as just an example of the art that Dole Reed is famous for doing. So,
and Dole Reed will be going on in this summer with lots of classes, I think,
Dole
seminars?
Reed is going on year-round, but what happens in the summer is we not only have students out there taking 2-week courses, and we have visiting professors, and we have artists in residence, but we also are having adult classes. So they change every year, and this year there are 4 different classes.
And you want to go to all of them, probably.
I think I'd like to do them all, as well as some that we've had in the past. Now, we have attended some of the classes, and they are lighthearted, full of information, not much pressure, and it's a great way to expand your horizons and get to know other people with similar interests.
So will you go out to check on them out there?
We will go out, yes, and of the 4 classes going on, I'm not sure we'll be able to take all 4 or just parts of some of them, but do you want to talk about the 4 classes this year?
Sure.
Okay, one class is about mystery novels, Tony Hillerman. And so it's all kinds of intrigue. Yeah, it'll be very exciting for those who love to read and love Tony Hillerman's work. Then there's another one about the cuisine of New Mexico. So that'll
Red and green chilies. What a great one.
Discovery. Yes, and it's a tasting frenzy. So it's not so much a cooking class as it is an experience and the history and how it all comes together.
That's great.
Then another one is the opportunity to see Taos through the eyes of an artist. So you take your easel and your utensils out to location, maybe a church, maybe the gorge, maybe different areas. Now, you're not exactly forced into painting, but it's an opportunity to see what the artists see the colors and the hues.
And you could do that. You could be great at painting.
I would love to do that, and might even see a butterfly on the way. But anyway, then the other one is very interesting about printmaking. And of course, that is takeoff from Dole Reed himself because he had a printmaking. That's exactly what he's known for, his aqua tint printmaking. And this is another form of printmaking.
Okay, so give me another candy.
Oh, here comes another candy. Let's see if I can choose it. Oh, that was probably more about the same thing.
Okay.
That's landscaping, which is... okay, and we've already done that one. That's classes. Look at us. Okay, this is kind of off the cuff, but again, that says Student Union Plaza. So in the summertime on Thursday nights, and I was there last night as a matter of fact, we have Summer on the Plaza, which is a community-wide for families, and they have slip and slides, they have a bouncing machine, they have movies, they have popcorn, and they have all kinds of booths to use the community, have the different entities in the community show off what Stillwater's all about, and then have families have a good, old-fashioned good time.
Is that Summer on the Plaza?
Summer on the Plaza. That's what that chocolate was. Yeah, Summer on the Plaza. And so last night we had 4 of our pet therapy dogs, which, let's see where that one is.
You are big on health. You are big on health.
That we've already done that one. I'm big on health. I'm big on wellness. And what we say about wellness is that wellness encompasses everything in our lives. So it's not just the nutrition and the fitness, but it's emotional well-being. So you can be real fit and eat real well, but if your checkbook doesn't balance, you know, you're stressed, and that works against the whole. So it's the harmony of all these things working together.
Well, pet therapy, I think addresses the students or the professors or whatever. I mean, everyone loves to see a dog come along.
Well, there's pet therapy.
Okay.
And I will say that fall a year ago, we started a pilot project. And what is unique about this program is that the dogs are owned by families. They live in homes, so the families are connected with the university. One member of the family works for the university in some capacity. So the dogs are throughout the campus, and they go to the office, go to the department with their owners. But they are there for the students, they're there for the faculty, they're for the staff, and also for visitors. And what happens is, they're not there every day, all day long, but when they're there, we have little signs that say, Chico is in. And so people know to visit Chico. Or they can say, Chico is at the library. So we also visit the library, the student union, because what you know is that people are stressed all the time. It's not just during finals. It's any particular day somebody may have a reason to see an animal. So, okay.
So now what do we got?
Here's another one.
Postal Plaza.
The Postal Plaza, another thing that we can do all year long, but this summer, this is our art museum, which is actually a working lab art museum.
Pretty new, isn't it?
On
Pretty new.
campus. It's a couple of years. It's the old postal office, so the building's been there since the 30s. But the program itself is fairly new. And it has taken off like a rocket. We've had an internationally acclaimed school, the Rosenquist. We've had art out of the state capitol. Currently, we're having regional artists from this area show during the summer. And school kids are coming, and it's kind of a destination place. But what I love about it, in addition to all that, the unexpected is it's sort of a work in progress, and you can see through little peepholes. So you can see in the back. You can watch students learn how to curate. And you can see, one time I saw a shelf full of items that had foam rubber wrapped all the way around them, and I said, what is that for? And they said, that's protection for earthquakes.
Oh my gosh. So
something we didn't think about, you know, 4 or 5 years ago when we were planning this. So the students, with guide from experts, have formulated ways to preserve pottery and preserve statues and things like that. Anyway, there's lots going on, but it's a learning experience as well.
Let's have another one.
Yeah, okay, and we're almost through with my candy. This is, again, when I'm thinking about our listening audience, I'm thinking about what would we like to know more about. And maybe Taos, New Mexico is a little bit far to go for a class, but maybe you're interested in just staying sharp and learning new things about. We have a program called OLLI, Oshler Lifelong Learning Institute. And there are courses being taught in Oklahoma City, in Stillwater, in Tulsa, and they are taught by experts. A lot of them are retired professors. Many are retired businessmen teaching banking, teaching things of that nature. Wow. I've taught yoga.
You have?
Yeah, and it's just a service, and they are no pressure, no finals, no homework, but they're, again, a way to connect with other people trying to stay alive and
alert. And you and Burns are such great, excellent leaders.
We are having the time of our lives.
I know you. I know.
We truly are.
But the students adore you all too.
Well, I don't know about you, but when I was in school, I not only didn't know, I really didn't care that we had a president. So it's unusual for me to be around so many bright orange, but knowledgeable, poised students that take my breath away. And I go, I was never that poised, even at that age.
They come like that anymore. Little ones are like that too.
I will say that I truly have learned that FFA and 4-H have formulated these young children into great debaters, public speakers, well-mannered, confident, and yet very family-oriented.
How nice is that?
They're very nice. Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming in to be a cheerleader for OSU.
Thank you, Helen.
Orange,
not hard.
Orange is really a nice color.
Orange is the happiest color. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.